It's not me, it's you. And don't think I don't know what you've been doing and with who. Sometimes I think you want me to see, and for the record I do. All that talk about needing space, admitting, girl, none of that was true. I hate love, miss, no, fuck you. And don't think I don't know what you've been up to and who you've been hanging with. I'm hung up on your every move, and you always treat me like shit. And if I'm honest, I'm really sick of it. Of you occasionally reaching your hand out for me to grab onto, giving me hope that you still care. Only for you to watch me fall. How could you do this to me? Do you have a heart at all? And the worst part is not knowing how I ever could have wronged you, and all I've ever done is be the friend who stood beside you. Through thick and thin, through the outs and in, through the outs and in. You the shirt off my own back, I would have given you my skin. I feel stupid because I let you bleed me dry. I paid for dinner while you fed me lie after lie. And don't think I don't know what you've been up to and who you've been hanging with. I'm hung up on your every move, and you always treat me like shit. And if I'm honest, I'm really sick of it. I guess part of me always knew you were using me. Take and giving back just enough to confuse me. And for years now I've just let you abuse me. Baby, I don't know why you decided things should end, but it's done, it's over now. I'm taking back the wheel, I'm putting the end in front.
Okay, it's been a long time since I've done this, so bear with me here. Yeah, just wanted to test out an intro there, just because first of all, I wrote that song. Yep, I have a couple songs that I've written. That's probably one of my favorites, and some of it's inspired by stuff that happened on YouTube, so it was definitely something that played a part in me writing that. So I wanted to share that, and then I kind of just threw whatever else in and used a little bit of my old intro or whatever. And if you sat through that, awesome, thank you. You're the best. I don't plan on doing that if it's a pre-recorded. So yeah, just wanted to show off a little bit. You know, I'm kind of much oh my god, why? Okay. So what did I want to do? That's a good question. Kind of wanted to start getting back into this. Kind of don't have a whole lot to say. Kind of trying to figure out when it's going to stop raining so I can go do some things. But yep, just got home from work. Hope everybody had a great Monday. My Monday was something special. I just a lot. I don't understand it. It was a day, that's for sure. I don't really know. Today brought the crazies out. I hope it's not the same on YouTube, but probably is. But yeah, home now, just hanging out, and kind of just wanted to check in and let people know, like, I have no idea what's been going on here for the past year or so. I really haven't been keeping up with things. Honestly, like, I used to enjoy doing a little bit of drama, a little bit of back and forth with people, but I have no desire to do drama with or associate with people who go real life and take it to a level that, like, it shouldn't be at. Like, anybody who had any fun here literally disappeared like I did, because like we just didn't want anything to do with it. And I'm starting to see people come back, and that kind of inspired me to kind of come out of retirement here, and maybe give this another shot, because I'm not here to do a repeat of what my channel was before. I don't need that in my life. Um, at this point, I'm just like, I just kind of want to be here and have fun. I don't know if I want to just do a creator thing or if I want to just be a subscriber. I really don't know. I'm kind of playing it by ear. We'll see what happens. But for now, I mean, I really don't know who associates with who, and I have no idea. And I mean, my whole thing is I always worry about, I don't know, coming back on at all because it's like, I don't want to upset people that I actually like and whatever. But honestly, guys, like life's too short. And at this point, I don't keep in touch with anybody from YouTube. So I'm just going to start over and start fresh and do my own thing. And never thought I'd say it. I mean, I've been in Natasha's chat and I've been having a great time. And, says me, somebody who had tons of content about that. And I kind of put out a different video about how I feel about that. And while I still believe that like some things are true, and I mean, obviously, I mean, I've been around here for a long time, and my opinion hasn't changed like 100%, but at the same time, nobody here is any better than anything Natasha's been accused of. Like, nothing. Like, the people who came in and like filled her spot when she left are 10 times worse. Like, the devil you know is sometimes better than the devil you don't. And I think that there's no better example than this. And it's very, very clear that people were just jealous of Natasha. That the people who were standing up and being like, oh, I don't like this, for the most part, it was just people that were jealous that she could come here and pull a crowd, build channels the way she did, make money how she did. That is what sparked all of that. I think a lot of it sparked from jealousy. And I mean, I don't know if that was it for me. I mean, I think it frustrates me to watch anybody behave in a certain way and get rewarded for it with money. I don't know. I don't think I'm the only person that feels that way. That I don't know. I work really hard, so for me, it's like. But I guess yeah, and kind of in a way, I wish I had that kind of personality that I could come on here and do that. So I don't know if I'm being honest with myself and everybody else. Yeah, maybe there's a little jealousy in there, but I don't know if that was it for me. I just get caught up in stuff, and I don't know. I was going through uh, a lot. Like my life has changed so much in this past year. Um, I can't even explain it. I quite literally hit rock bottom. And I'm building back better and definitely doing a great job doing that. Like my whole life was turned on its upside down. I had to deal with that before I could even think about coming back on here. But, with the Natasha, it's like with her being gone, I mean, honest things got boring. Like it's the same stuff over and over and over again. And the people who were were left were just people that are just take it too far. And like any single thing that Natasha's been accused of, I can name at least 2 people that stuck around here that have done something worse. And it's very, very clear that most people just kind of wanted to be Natasha. They wanted to be the next Natasha. And, clap, clap, clap. They've succeeded at that, except worse and not as good at it. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna go there. But I don't know. Nobody stands for anything here, and once you learn to accept that, and you're just like, oh, okay, this is all just like fake and stupid, and nobody stands for anything, and we all are just going with whatever feel. I don't know. For me, it's not about building a channel, so I don't really care about politics. I'm gonna go where it's fun. I had a great time last night hanging out there, and it was really nice to see a lot of old names that I remember that I'm sure have not always liked me, have not always liked what I had to say. And they were very friendly and welcoming, and there's a nice vibe in her chat. So I don't know. I think that for me, in a lot of ways, I think let bygones be bygones. Natasha never did anything to me, and I'm able to kind of I don't know. Let's start over with that. Now, if you're somebody who has done something to me, I have no desire to forgive and forget with that. I'm good. I'm good. Um, I don't know. So since Natasha's been back, I mean, who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell, right? But I feel like I've seen some growth. I don't feel like it's like the same. I think we've all kind of mellowed out. Well, some of us have mellowed out since then. What time gives you distance, and that distance gives you time to reflect and figure out like what was going on and what matters and what doesn't. And quite honestly, none of that mattered. You know, and I mean, I do apologize to Natasha if I said anything that was hurtful or, truly got under her skin. I know she's got thick skin. I know that, going back and forth is fun, but, you know, I am not innocent of, not taking things too far sometimes. I've never gone in real life. I never would. However, sometimes the things that I said, I'm not proud of. I can say some really not nice things. And even if somebody says they have thick skin, you never know what actually gets to them. And I hope that none of those things were that for her. I will go through my content at some point and figure out what I want to keep and what I don't. I just have so much of it. I haven't had a chance to do that. Honestly, though, Natasha, if you're listening to this, a lot of my stuff is basically just an advertisement for you because some of it is just you being you and being goofy and people like that. So honestly, I might keep some of that up just because I've had a lot of strangers see that and comment on it. They're like, "Wow, if you're trying to make people not like this woman, you're failing at it because now I want to go check her out." So some of it I'll keep on here. Maybe put a compilation together because I probably was incredibly upsetting for you to lose all of that, all of those lives, all of that stuff when your channels went down. I mean, really, guys, what did anybody now? I don't think anybody took down a channel per se. However, I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to say that didn't happen. I do know that she was no longer on here, so something happened, and I don't know. I'd have some sort of feelings if I quite literally lost all of like everything, like all of my lives, all of that stuff, all those moments were just all of a sudden gone, and I don't know. I do feel bad. I don't feel like that YouTube was a better place when she was gone. I don't think that accomplished anything. In fact, I think it made it worse. Um, at least like with that drama had some decorum. It had some format to it. Like it wasn't just a free for all like Lord of the Flies kind of thing. It was I don't know. It was fun for lack of a better word. Um, and I do miss that. And I am glad she's back. And I really don't care what anybody how anybody feels about that. If that offends you, I'm sorry. I'm sure I will see you around there at some point when because we're having fun. We're having fun. So if you want to have fun, if you want YouTube to be fun again, come check it out. Sounds so bad, truly. Um, I might start going up on panels or something. I don't know. Not for any nefarious reason or for any personal reason either. Just because I don't know. I spent two good years of my life interacting with people daily, and then kind of left that all behind. So there's a lot of people that I miss, and I would love to catch up and see what's going on in your life. Get reconnect and stuff if you want. Obviously, nobody has to forgive me. Nobody has to accept me or anything like that. But I do hope that in time people can see that I'm not really so bad, and I have a good heart, and I do try to do the right thing, and I think we all can get caught up in stuff. Um, I don't know. I've definitely changed in the past year or so, 2 years. But however, I don't even know how long it's been. I don't. I've lost track of time. Time is just. I don't know. I do one day at a time. So I just get through each day. That's all I can do. But um, yeah. Hopefully things can start to change a little bit around here. Um, hopefully we are able to move forward as a community, and I'm hoping that with some other creators back now, that we can kind of bring back what we had and kind of push out all of this what's taken over this community. Now, I don't actually think Natasha wants to do drama, even though she's damn good at it. And but like, is she really bothering you doing what she's doing? Like, how is her doing like those AI things? She's not doing anything to bother anybody right now. So all I see is a lot of people that really just want her attention and want to start something with her because it would help them grow their channel. I mean, I'm just being honest. Let's just call it how it is. Let's just call it how it is. It's pretty obvious. So, as somebody who jumped on that bandwagon a few years ago, yeah, I see it for exactly what it is. And if that's you, then just own it. Just own it. Be like, yeah, that's me. I did it. That's why I'm doing this. I mean, come on now. It's kind of comical seeing it from that point of view. I'm like, wow, I can't even imagine how I looked back then. But I honestly did it. I thought I was doing it for the right reasons. I thought, I mean, really, it just gave me a chance to plug into some creative side. I got to learn how to do all of this. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing a lot of this. I had a good time. So I don't know. Like I said, haven't decided if I want to come back as a creator or just a subscriber or something in between. I don't know. Um, I mean, if people want to hang out, that, I mean, we'll set something out. If anybody wants to do any panels, I mean, let me know. I would be more than happy to either host it or hop up on yours or anything. Like, you let me know. I am here. Who is texting me? Okay. When I leave work, it would be lovely if I could, not be at work. Wouldn't that be nice, guys? Hold on. Dude, I do not get paid enough to do this. So now I'm not here. I'm not there. I'm not on the clock. Nope. Nope. Not doing it. Yeah. Guys, I work all the time. I got through grad school and now I'm working and ugh, it is something. Dude, I am working myself to the bone. I am like working my body into the ground. I am not as young as I used to be, and I feel it. I feel it. So yeah, I don't know. I just want to have some fun. I don't really know what that is, but guys, like Natasha's not the enemy here. Natasha is actually, I mean, like it or not, guys, Natasha doesn't need drama to pull a crowd. She was just doing like making those AI photos, and she had like 300 people in the chat. Like that's pretty impressive. I've seen some people go in full drama and can't, have maybe like 150. I mean, my chats were never that popular. I mean, I don't think that was ever really super important to me. I was just great. I was just surprised anybody showed up at all. So, yeah. So it was nice to see some names that I remember. I saw a lot of names that ring a bell, and I'm so sorry if anybody feels like I said something bad or if I didn't respond to them or I don't know, a whole list of things. I was in a weird place. I was in not a weird place, a bad place back then, and really didn't know how to get out of it. And I really was just doing the best I could. So I'm hoping that people can give me a chance. I forget who said it yesterday. Was it I think it was Lyndon. And you can keep side-eyeing me if you want. That's fair. That's fair. I deserve it. Side-eye me all day long. But like I said, I think in time you'll see that I'm not so bad. But I was laughing so hard yesterday. Like, I didn't even know some of these people were still on here. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed in some of the people I saw. Like, I actually don't even know who some of these people are. Somebody told me I was in one of their chats at one point. I was like, was I? I don't recall that. They're like, are you sure? I think you're mistaken, because I honestly, the people who have kind of come in and made, like, I don't know, I don't want to say taken over this community. I don't have no idea who they are. And yeah, I mean, I was really glad to see CJ there. I've always liked CJ. CJ, for the majority of our time on YouTube, has supported people who hate me. So, and I just don't, that doesn't change it. I think CJ is incredibly creative. I think CJ is funny. I think CJ is a good person. And I've always very much enjoyed being in any listening to her on panel. I honestly, honest to God, that's CJ's pretty cool. Anybody who can maintain like an accent that isn't what they're that's native to them is pretty impressive to me. So her American accent is spot on, and she doesn't break character at all. And it's pretty awesome. I love it. So I don't know what CJ is going to be doing going forward. I do know that CJ does still do lives from time to time and things like that. So I don't really know where she's going to fall or stand on this, but I hope to see her around. And I don't know, just for funsies, if she does a live, I'll stop in and say hi. I have no idea who frequents those lives. I don't know. There's some things that I'll do. There's some things I won't do. There's some people I'll forgive and some that I won't. And there are some people that I, under no circumstances, am ever going to be okay with. So please don't ask. And most of you should know who the. I shouldn't have to tell you who that is. Yeah, no, thank you. Hard pass on that. But for Natasha, I mean, yeah, I do need to go through that content. I'm not going to take down all my videos. I'm sorry. I can't do that. However, like I said, a lot of it I think serves as more of an advertisement for her rather than a deterrent. So I don't, but there are some things that I probably should take down if I'm being honest. I just haven't gone through my content. I have so much of it, so much of it. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting that people kind of dropped off. I mean, without Natasha, I mean, what was there? It's been so boring. Like, what did I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if somebody actually took her channel down. I have no idea what happened with that. I do know that it's very likely that she wasn't supposed to be here and got her channels taken down. I don't know how that happened. That was my point. I just know I had nothing to do with it. I've never reported her or anything like that. I don't really believe in that, but I have no idea. Until she says otherwise or explains it or whatever, I mean, I'm in the dark, so I'm not going to claim that I know anything about anything. But, I mean, nothing got better. Everything got worse. Everything got worse. Like, I miss Kim and Crafton. I miss the morning show. I miss a lot of stuff. And I don't know if any of that's ever going to come back. I'm not sure. I have no idea, but I've been looking for somewhere to go for a while and haven't really found my place, and everything here is just, it's not for me. So if people are coming back, I'm 100% here for it. Like Kim and Crafton, if you guys do a morning show again, I will be there front and center. Don't know how often I'll be able to be there. I do work a lot of mornings, but not every morning. And I mean, I can stop in. Probably can't listen to work. I don't have one of those jobs where I can tune in, which I hate. I am just, yeah, I hate my job. Truly do. But I know YouTube's not my career. I'm not going to quit my day job. I guess I don't hate it. If you guys like animals, I don't know if anybody here is an animal. I know there's a lot of animal lovers, and I'm not talking like dogs and cats. I don't know if anybody here is into birds or reptiles. If so, let me know. Because I work in the industry, and I've got some really, really cool creatures that I've learned quite a bit about. I think I'm slowly becoming a bird lady. So I know some of you might be familiar. I don't have my pets anymore. I ended up having to, well, I don't know how much to share. I actually don't really mind sharing a lot of stuff, but I got out of a very, very abusive relationship. Basically, it wasn't fair to my dogs to move them into a smaller place. And I found them really good homes, and it broke my heart. And I'm not going to talk about it much because I hate every second of that situation. But they have great homes. Paolo passed away about a year ago, very suddenly. Not suddenly, but he was sick. But I didn't expect him to go that fast. I thought he'd be around for a while longer, and I'm heartbroken about that. I do still have Chicory. Chicory's still here. He's kicking. He did run away. Like, he got out for the first time ever, and managed to survive for 48 hours. And I found him, and I am so grateful to the woman who actually texted me and was like, "Is this your cat?" I was like, "Oh my God." I literally had already started to grieve him. Um, but yeah, I don't think it's fair to animals to force them to be in a situation where they're not happy. And I just wasn't the right choice. And I think it was a, they're with people, they're in good hands. Um, I honestly have no intention of, I just don't want the extra responsibility right now. I have enough responsibility as it is. So I don't think I'm, going to get any new animals. But I think I might be becoming a bird lady. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Um, Kind of low key have a thing for Quaker parrots, even though they are the bane of my existence. But I don't know if anybody here's into that kind of stuff. I really, I know a lot of people are dogs and cats people, but I don't know if any of you remember my pets. That's the update on that. It's a good thing though. It's a good thing. Um, I mean, I'm so much happier. Like, it was like a huge weight was just taken off of my shoulders, and it had to happen. It should have happened so much earlier than it did, but everything happens for a reason, and I am now in a amazing relationship with an amazing person who treats me in ways that I never even thought was possible. So I'm quite happy. Um, he is really awesome, and I'm excited to, I don't know, maybe bring him on here a little bit. I know he's excited for me to do this. I'm like, are you sure you're excited for me to do this? I mean, I've showed him a little bit of it, and I don't think he loves hearing my old stuff. If I'm honest, I think he's like, Emma, that why that doesn't even sound like you. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, not my best look. Not my best look. But yeah, I don't know. I just think a lot of people are trying to start stuff with Natasha right now. It's like anything she does, they're like grasping at straws to try to start something and poke the bear. I mean, if you poke a bear, I mean, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you get a reaction. I mean, that's just how this works, right? Um, but I mean, it shows. I don't think Natasha. I don't think she's here to do anything horrible. I don't know. And in hindsight, like I said, the devil you know. I mean, let's look at what people have done since she's left. Let's look at that. You want to talk about that? I mean, you want to say she's exploited true crime cases? That's funny, because comparably to some people now, I'm sorry. It's not even a comparison. It's not even a comparison. Like, Natasha Cooper is not a tragedy pimp. Natasha Cooper has never been a tragedy pimp. I understand that there are people that are saying that there were pictures sold or whatever. I don't know anything about that. So I'm not even speaking on that. So please don't say, "Oh, she did this," whatever. I'm talking about like on her time on YouTube, like whatever I've seen on YouTube. Anything on Patreon, I have no idea. But she hasn't sat here day after day after day after day after day for a year now talking about the same case that's had no updates. Like none, zero. Just speculating and turning it into drama and like a circus. Like, she didn't turn any case into a circus. Some of you have done that. I have very strong feelings about that. Now, I have gone into chats of one of them, and I'm like, I'm trying to be nice just because I like the people that are in there, not so much the creator. I don't know. I don't love a lot of it, but what's happened with the Sebastian Rogers case? Like, shame on you guys. Seriously, like, I'm not here for that. Um, Whatever that's turned into, uh, I mean, that, that's just wrong. That's tragedy pimping, my friends. Like that, and Natasha Cooper has not done that ever. Um, Natasha Cooper has not made a mockery of a case like that and has taken the focus off of the person. I mean, you want to say that she streamed WFLA, fine. You want to say that she did the Petito case for a while, fine. But she wasn't on there like speculating, like, starting rumors, starting drama, bringing people's family into it, like onto panels and onto YouTube and and just making this entire mess that I'm sure law enforcement doesn't appreciate at all whatsoever. Like, how are you helping? I truly think, and I'm sorry if people don't want to hear this, but this is what I have to say, and I mean it with all of my heart. I would want you to, if somebody in your family went missing or something like tragic happened, how would you feel about these creators covering it? Would you want that? Would you want that? So think about it. How you're covering these cases, would you appreciate it if somebody did that to you if you were in that situation? Because I'm betting the answer is no. But you reap what you sow. So if something does happen, if something bad does happen, if you find yourself in that situation, I hope that you get covered just the way you've been covering things. You know what I mean? What goes around comes around. So have the day you deserve. I'm not sorry about that. I think it's ridiculous. I don't like it at all. I understand that that's how the world works these days. I don't have to like it. I don't have to pretend I like it, and I certainly don't support it. I don't. I really don't. I mean, I don't know who anyone's helping. Like, what? How are you helping? And if you say that these creators are doing it because they give a shit, you're mistaken. It's all about money. It's all about money. It might start out as about caring and about the case, but it never ends up that way. And I mean, I think that goes for everybody. I'm not saying that there was really, truly any of these people that do these live streams day after 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 day about a topic that has no new information whatsoever. You got to start to wonder. You got to start to wonder, what do they have when that's gone? Not much, right? So we'll see. I mean, I really don't know how much longer they could possibly keep this going, considering there's no updates, there's nothing. I don't know. It's just drama at this point, and it's sad. It's sad that it's had to come to this. I haven't really been following it, like the ins and outs of the drama, because I don't care. Um, I have no interest in getting involved in that whatsoever, like not even a little bit. So I'm not really gonna speak on that, but I'm disappointed, not surprised, but I think I'll always be disappointed. I don't like to see that. I don't. I think there's a right way to do true crime, and I don't think that's the right way. I don't think that's the right way, and I don't think the it's coming from a good place either. And I really, you can agree with me, or you don't. You could think that I'm crazy and make no sense, or strongly disagree with me. That's just how I feel. But um, I don't know. Natasha never did that. Did she do the Petito case for a while? Yeah, but she would like cover new information when it came out. I enjoyed her coverage of the Petito case. I mean, I've never said otherwise. That is how I found her. Actually, that's a lie. I found her during the Watts case, Watts Island days. I was around then too. I've been around for a long time. I've been around since like early 2021 under various names. Natasha, I've actually been up on your panel a few times on camera. I have a couple of them recorded. I found them a while ago, like before your channels went down. Like, so I mean a while ago. But yeah, I've been up on your panel a few times. Most of them on camera too. I'm not sure if you'd remember. You might. Who knows? I'm not gonna disclose my name at that point. But I was a huge I don't know fan, but I liked Natasha quite a bit. I don't really know what changed at that point. I really don't know. But there came a point where I started feeling a certain way. But like I said, hindsight's 2020. She's not the enemy here. Not even close. I mean, if you want to run people off of YouTube, I don't think anybody should be run off of YouTube, but don't start with her. I mean, she actually does provide like a community that people really like. That people enjoy and feel that they can be a part of. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. She's not forcing anybody to donate. If people choose to do with their money is their choice. And I would much rather people pay their cult dues than throw money at somebody who's exploiting cases. That's just me personally. And I mean, I know it sounds silly, but it's true. At least Natasha's providing like a place for people that maybe don't have much connection or need that connection can go and just hang out and have fun and do crafts or like do the AI thing, or just, I don't know, whatever, Prancer size. I mean, sky's the limit, man. Like, you, whatever they feel like doing. So I enjoy hanging out there. Not even just for drama. Like, I would hang out there even if she was like doing origami. I mean, that could be fun. Natasha can make anything fun and funny. And seriously. So I don't know. I plan to be on there more. And like I said, I hope I can um I don't know, fix things with anybody who feels like I've done something to them, or, side eye me all you want, for as long as you want, but because I get it. But yeah, I do apologize to Natasha. Uh, I'm sure quite a bit of what I said was out of line, and I will go through my content, like I said. So, um, I know it's still there. I know. I have not had time to go through it. But yeah, I don't know. That's about it for this. I just kind of wanted to come on and go into a little bit of further detail about what's going on. But yeah, like I said, I'm down to do panels. Like, if anybody wants, you let me know, and I will be there. Maybe I'll try to come up on panels once in a while, because I could use the connection. I enjoy having fun with people. Like, it's, trust me, there's like so much I want to say, and there's only so much I can do in chat. And I'm like, oh, I could participate in this. I could be part of this and be funny. However, yes, I don't know. I'm so brain dead right now. I am so tired. Jeez. All right. Well, yeah. Sorry about the long intro though. That was like for lives or whatever, but I had to cut out my pets because it makes me sad, and so I just added some random video footage from my new camera. And like I said, I wrote that song. That's my song. I wrote every word of that. So, and a lot of it was inspired by YouTube events. So I wanted to share that. Let me know what you think, and probably will share one of my other ones. I've got 2 done so far, but only 2. I need to have one more song done to feel like I've accomplished something, but I have the lyrics for that. I just haven't written the music. Lyrics are done, music isn't. But I have two songs completely done. And yeah, I know it got super compressed. I don't know. I'm still learning how to do this again. I don't have like the expensive StreamYard. I'm not going to pay for something that I haven't used in years, or don't know if I'm going to use or not. But if you guys want me to go live, I mean, or do something, I don't know, we can hang out. I don't have any mods that I know of that are still around or want to be part of it. So that might be a problem. But, I'm making new friends. I'm friendly. I'm fun. People want to be mods. I'm a lot of fun, guys. I'm a lot of fun. You know you want to. But, yeah, so I'm sure I'll find people along the way. Or maybe I just don't even need mods and I just don't care. I don't know. I'm just always worried about things getting pulled down because of people doing like inappropriate things. Because people just can't leave people alone. I don't get it. I just don't. But like, that's just all part of the YouTube game. It wouldn't be YouTube without any of that. So yeah, I'm going to go do something. Enjoy the rest of my day. That's for sure. And hopefully there's something going on tonight, maybe. I don't know. If there's a live going on tonight, I will be there. If not, I hope somebody goes live, because I need something to listen to. I'm a little bored. I'm a little bored right now, and I'm like, I need a distraction. So hopefully something's going on later. If not, I am sure I will see you guys very soon.